So, as Marty said, I have been very fortunate. I have had the opportunity to be a Jewish leader. I have been able to volunteer my time, my heart, my love to the Jewish people. I'm getting old. I am. I am getting older, and I know that somebody out here needs to be where I'm standing. Someone in this room will someday be, please God, another Linda Hurwitz. How is that going to happen? How is that going to happen if you have not been touched like I have been touched? I was raised Jewish. My parents gave me every opportunity. I was taken to Israel at the age of 15. Then I married this wonderful man, Stephen, and we considered it a shidduch. My father was president of Beth Jacob. His father was president of Ner Tamid. So we thought, oh my gosh, it's a merger. You know, okay, but people, that doesn't usually happen. And that is why I was touched by Rabbi Bergman and Rivka Malka. Because they care. They want every one of you who otherwise would not have the opportunity that I had to have that opportunity, like Jennifer. Jennifer would have had a wonderful life. You can tell she's a wonderful person. But there is a connection with Sarah. Sarah?
Sarah.
Sarah. I'm going to tell you a funny story. I grew up here in Pikesville. I really thought everyone was Jewish. Truly. I didn't think I was a majority. I really thought everyone was Jewish. Rosalie back there was in my, she drove me to a high school that everyone was Jewish. I went to camp, everyone was Jewish. I went to a swim club, everyone was Jewish. There were no Christmas lights anywhere. I go off to college, to Duke. Okay. I call my mother. I say, Mom, I have my first date. She said, really, Linda? I said, yes. She goes, Linda, what's his name? I said, David. She says, Linda, what's his last name? I don't know what his last name is. She says, Linda, you have to start asking last names. It was like, you know, what's that sort of, who was the Wizard of Oz? What, Dorothy, you're no longer in Kansas. You know, like, hello? Okay. So I'm out on this date with Dave, and we are hitting it off. We are having the best time. Finally, I say, how am I going to ask him his last name? You know, we're in the middle of, like, holding hands. You don't just say, what's your last name? So I say, David, are you going to the Bagel and Lox brunch at the Hillo House tomorrow? And he said to me, are you speaking English? Well, David's last name was Reeves. Now, because of my background and because Judaism is so important to me, we got to my dorm room, and he said, Linda, I had a really good time. I said, Dave, I had a really good time. He says, so did I. I said, I had such a good time that we can never go out again. He said, what's wrong with you? And I said, now, you have to understand, I was raised very, where I come from. I said, I can see something happening between you and me. He says, don't rush it. I said, I'm telling you. I can see something happening. And my religion, I'm Jewish, my religion is so important to me that I can't take that chance. Do you know, this is a true story, we were best friends all through college. Best friends. I will tell you that I got the reputation at Duke that Linda Adler only dates Jewish boys, but that was okay. That was me. My mother and father gave me a graduation party at the end, and Dave was always my good friend. He comes to meet my mother, and he says, hi, Mrs. Adler. My name's David Reeves, and I'm going to be your son-in-law. So that is my story. Everyone needs a story. I could tell you a gazillion stories. We want you to come up with your stories, and we want them to be Jewish stories. For those of you who are here, who are not part of WOW, the ones that might have less hair, or the ones that have been around for a while, let me tell you why I am giving to WOW. Number one, because of my good fortune. Number 2, because we need more people like the Rosalies and the Fays and the Lindas and the Martys and the Isaacs. We need you to be where we are someday. We need to replace ourselves. And number 3, because we can. Thank God we can help another Jewish soul. As little as $150 is the stipend we pay for each one of these children. Now young adults, excuse me. Who has heard of Birthright? Who has heard of PJ Library? Those are 2 of the most successful programs now in the United States. Who knows why they're so successful?
Free.
Stand up. What did you say?
Because they're free.
Okay. The stipend is how we get you in the door. And once we get your little baby toe, we grab the rest of you, and then we have more janitors. So all I'm asking is if you want to give $150 for one stipend. If you want to give $150 every month, and make a check for $150 every month, it's $1,500. If you want to be part of the program, Stephen said I needed my glasses. Rabbi, I can't find what you gave me. Oh, here. Thank you. If you want to sponsor an entire WOW program, that's 5 weeks. These young adults are part of the 3rd week of the 5-week program. That is only $3,600. $3,600. There are many ways that you can contribute. All I ask you is to contribute. Change another young person's life, like Jennifer's or Yehuda's. I can only tell you the feeling that you will have inside, knowing that you have done for another. There is nothing like it. And I know that each one of you will feel wonderful if you help Rabbi Bergman, all these children through Rabbi Bergman, Rivka Malka, and the WOW program. So thank you all for being here tonight. You guys are the real. One of you, I want to tell you in 10 years from now, come up and say, I'm the next Linda Hurwitz. Yeah. Young people?
Stop talking for a second.
Okay.
Just for real quick, session 15 is next one? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Linda's a great speaker. I got sold, so we're good for the next 15.
Wow.
Wow.
Anybody else? If not, we'll be calling you.
You can see me.
Thank you all so much for being here. It meant the world to all of us.